Sister wives shock, Kody Brown finally returns property deeds to Janelle and Meri. But it's not the happy ending fans hoped for. Hello friends. Welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Hello friends. Welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. For years, the tangled financial web within the sister wives family has been a central storyline, often whispered about but rarely resolved. Fans of the long-running TLC series have followed the emotional highs and lows of Kody Brown and his four wives Meri, Janelle, Kody, and Robyn, with increasing skepticism as Kody's promises to treat all his wives fairly fell apart before our eyes now. In a shocking season 19 development, it appears that Kody Brown has finally returned the property deeds for Kody Pass to Janelle and Meri, two of his estranged wives, who were often sidelined financially in favor of Robyn. But as with everything in the Brown family, nothing is as simple as it seems. This 5,000-word expose breaks down what led to this monumental moment, what it means for each of the wives, and why this return might not be the act of redemption Kody wants the world to believe. The Kody Pass property in Flagstaff, Arizona, was supposed to be the future home for the entire Brown family. Purchased during a period of cautious optimism, it symbolized unity, a new chapter for the family after their move from Las Vegas. But as tensions between the wives grew, and Kody's attention increasingly shifted to Robyn, plans for building on the land stalled. Janelle, ever the practical one, expressed frustration repeatedly throughout seasons 15 through 18, stating she had invested money, time, and hope into building a future on that land. Meri, though more emotionally withdrawn from the family unit, also voiced her concern about her name being omitted from key documents and financial dealings. And then there was the question fans never stopped asking: why were only Kody and Robyn listed on certain property deeds? The breaking point it all came to a head in early season 19. Janelle, emboldened by her independence and growing anger, confronted Kody in a brutal family meeting aired in episode 4, with Kody cheering her on from afar and Meri silently nodding. Janelle accused Kody of financial manipulation. "You promised us that we would all have equal share," Janelle said, voice shaking but determined. "You took our money, we trusted you. And now you live in a mansion with Robyn while the rest of us are treated like ex-girlfriends." Kody's response, classic deflection: "I've done everything I can to keep this family together," he insisted, "but some of you don't want to be part of this anymore." When Krishnan cornered him during the tell-all, he finally cracked: "Maybe it's time to give them what they're asking for. If they want the land, they can have it." But fans weren't convinced it would happen. Kody had made promises before the deed transfer, on camera and under pressure. In episode 7, cameras followed Kody and Robyn as they drove to a Flagstaff notary's office. Kody looked somber, defeated even as he clutched a folder with legal documents. For once, Robyn remained silent. No tears, no defensive posturing, just tight-lipped discomfort. There, with a public notary and TLC's camera crew present, Kody signed over portions of the Kody Pass property to Janelle and Meri. Each received roughly 1.6 acres, not the entire land, but a share equivalent to what was originally promised. "I should have done this a long time ago," Kody admitted to the camera, staring into the lens with a rare glimmer of humility. "But I was trying to keep things stable. I didn't want to fracture what was left of the family." Behind the scenes, a source close to production revealed Kody didn't want to do this. He was pressured. Janelle threatened legal action. And Meri, "She's been quietly speaking to a lawyer since last year." This wasn't a generous gesture. It was damage control. Janelle's triumph and her next move for Janelle. The moment was vindicating. "I've been waiting for this for years," she said during her confessional. "This isn't about land, it's about respect. It's about Kody finally acknowledging that we mattered." She has already announced plans to sell her portion of the land and move forward with her own business ventures. TLC filmed her meeting with a local realtor and a contractor who specializes in luxury small homes. "I'm thinking of building a vacation rental here," Janelle said, smiling. "Make this land work for me." Finally, her sons, Garrison's memory still looming large in her storyline, were proud. Gabriel joined her for a quiet toast. "Mom, you finally did it," he said. "Dad had no right to keep that from you." Meri's bittersweet victory. Meri, ever more private, accepted the deed without much fanfare. "I don't know what I'm going to do with it," she confessed. "I might sell it, I might build, I might donate it, but I needed that closure. That piece of paper meant something to me." When asked by Sukanya if this deed return made her more open to reconciliation with Kody, Meri answered without hesitation, "No, it's over. It's been over. This was never about love anymore, it was about principle." Meri has been quietly building her own brand with her bed and breakfast business in Utah. With the property issue now resolved, she's more focused than ever on her independence. Robyn's meltdown behind closed doors. The aftermath of the deed transfer wasn't all handshakes and smiles. Sources revealed that Robyn was furious with Kody for caving into what she called manipulation. She believes Janelle and Meri don't deserve the land because they abandoned the family. One insider said she thinks they're using Kody and walking away with what she sees as hers. Cameras caught her storming out of their shared Flagstaff mansion. "You let them win," she snapped at Kody off camera. "You gave away our future." But Robyn's standing with fans and even with the network has grown increasingly fragile. What once felt like quiet strength now comes across as controlling and self-interested. Kody's PR rebrand fails. Returning the property might have seemed like a chance for Kody to redeem himself in the eyes of fans and his fractured family, but public reaction was swift and unsympathetic. Online forums lit up with criticism. He only gave it back because Janelle was about to sue. Too little, too late. He signed it over because he's losing control, not because he cares. And worse, a former TLC producer anonymously told a podcast, "Kody's trying to salvage his image for the cameras, but everyone behind the scenes knows he's already planning to pitch a new series focused solely on him and Robyn." If true, the show might center around their attempt to start over as a monogamous couple, complete with Robyn homeschooling the kids and Kody working on a memoir. But it's unclear whether TLC or the viewers want that. Christine's reaction and one final bombshell. Christine, now happily married to David Woolley, had the last word. "I'm happy for Janelle and Meri," she said during a brief Skype interview. "They deserved that. Kody never thought we'd actually walk away, and now he's scrambling." In a surprise twist, Christine revealed she and David recently purchased a plot of land adjacent to Coyote Pass, not to spite Kody, but to make a point. "We're building a little retreat center," she said, smiling, "for women who want to start over." Her final words in the episode summed it up. Kody may have handed over the deeds, but he still hasn't learned the lesson that relationships aren't about power. They're about trust, and once that's gone, no piece of paper can fix. It's Kody's reluctant return of the property deeds to Janelle and Meri marks a turning point in the sister-wives saga, but not necessarily a redemptive one. For Janelle, it's a new beginning. For Meri, it's long overdue closure. For Robyn, it's a threat to her influence. And for Kody, it might be the final unraveling of the legacy he thought he controlled. As season 19 heads into its final episodes, one thing is clear: the Brown family is no longer united by a shared vision, shared land, or even shared loyalty. They're connected now only by the past and the camera lens that captures every regretful moment. Sister Wives scandal. Kody Brown erupts in fury as Robyn's daughter Aurora introduces new boyfriend. A family torn by love, control, and secret. Season 19 of Sister Wives has already been filled with tension, secrets, and the slow unraveling of the Brown family's once tight structure. But in a shocking and emotionally charged episode, Kody Brown explodes in anger after discovering that Robyn's daughter, Aurora, has begun dating someone seriously without his knowledge or approval. The confrontation that follows is unlike anything fans have seen. The normally composed and soft-spoken Aurora finally finds her voice. Robyn is caught between defending her daughter and protecting Kody's fragile ego, and Kody, he sees this relationship as not only a threat to his values but a symbol of how much control he has lost over his children, his wives, and the future he once dreamed of. To understand Kody's explosion, you have to understand his mindset. For years, Kody has viewed himself not just as a father, but as a moral authority, especially over his daughters. His strict rules, conservative values, and obsession with obedience have pushed many of his children away. Gwendolyn, Mykelti, Isabel, and others have openly challenged his hypocrisy in recent seasons, but Aurora was different. As Robyn's oldest daughter from a previous marriage, Aurora was adopted by Kody and seen as the most obedient of his children. She often defended him when others rebelled. She followed house rules, participated in family prayers, and avoided the drama her step-siblings stirred up. So when Kody found out, through a friend of Solomon's, no less, that Aurora had been secretly dating a boy from her college for over 2 months, he was blindsided. The discovery and the denial according to multiple sources close to production. Kody first heard the rumor at home while speaking with Solomon and Ariella during a casual dinner. "Dad, did you know Aurora has a boyfriend?" Solomon asked innocently, chewing on pizza. Kody's reaction was immediate and volcanic. "What are you talking about?" he snapped. "She doesn't have a boyfriend." Solomon insisted he heard it from a friend whose older brother was in Aurora's dorm building. Within an hour, Kody was in his truck, storming across Flagstaff to Aurora's campus apartment, cameras struggling to keep up. What happened next shocked even veteran TLC producers. The confrontation, cameras cut. Then roll again. Look, initially cut the cameras when Kody forced his way into Aurora's shared apartment and demanded answers. Aurora, shocked and embarrassed in front of her roommates, tried to calm him down. "You're not respecting my space," she reportedly yelled. "You can't just show up and interrogate me." Kody's voice boomed through the hallway. "I adopted you. I raised you. I have every right to know who you're seeing." Eventually, producers resumed filming once things de-escalated. In a confessional shot later that day, a visibly shaken Aurora explained, "I've always tried to be the perfect daughter. I didn't tell him because I knew how he'd react. I'm 21, I'm allowed to date." Meet Nathan, the boyfriend at the center of the storm. Nathan Brooks, a 22-year-old psychology major at Northern Arizona University, is the young man causing all the chaos. Described by friends as kind, respectful, and family-oriented, Nathan had no idea who Kody Brown really was until he Googled him. "I was shocked," Nathan admitted during a taped interview with TLC. "I knew she was on a show, but I didn't expect that." Nathan and Aurora met during a campus club focused on mental health awareness. He said Aurora didn't talk about her family much at first, but when she opened up, he realized how complicated things were. "Greater than she lives under a microscope, and her dad, he's intense." After Kody's outburst, Robyn was left to pick up the pieces. At first, she defended Kody, claiming he was just being a protective father. But once she saw how devastated Aurora was, her demeanor changed. In an emotional confessional, Robyn broke down crying. "Greater than I tried to create a safe, loving home. But now my daughter is afraid of the man who raised her, and I don't know how to fix that." Behind the scenes, Robyn begged Kody to apologize. He refused. "She disrespected me," he said. "She lied." But sources say Robyn is quietly furious, not just with Kody's behavior but with herself. She enabled him for years, one insider said. Now it's come back to hurt her own child. The family takes sides. The blow-up didn't stay private for long. Within days, Christine, Janelle, and even Meri heard about the situation, and they were not impressed. Christine posted a vague tweet that fans quickly connected to the drama. "Children are not possessions. They are people with their own hearts and minds. Let them love." Janelle reposted an article about toxic control disguised as parenting. Even Meri, who usually avoids family conflicts, said in a live stream, "You don't scream at your daughter because she has feelings for someone. That's not love, that's fear." Kody was livid. He accused his ex-wives of undermining him and ganging up with the kids to make him look bad. Aurora's decision to leave the show. In a powerful moment during episode 9, Aurora sits down with producers and says, "Greater than I don't want to be on camera anymore. Not like this." She tearfully explains that while she appreciated being part of the show growing up, she no longer feels safe sharing her life on TV, especially when her father uses the platform to attack her choices. Robyn appeared shaken by the announcement. Kody silent. Kody's father knows best. Meltdown on tell-all during the Sister Wives tell-all. Host Sukanya Krishnan did not hold back. "Greater than Kody, you reacted very strongly to Aurora's relationship. Can you explain why?" Kody bristled. "Greater than because I know what young men are like. I was one. They take advantage, they leave. I'm trying to protect her." Sukanya pressed further. "But does protection mean control? Aurora is an adult. She made her own choice." Kody doubled down. "She's too young. She was supposed to focus on school, not some guy." Backstage, Robyn was seen shaking her head. She refused to sit with Kody during the second half of the interview. Nathan speaks out. "I love her, but I'm not part of the show." In a surprising twist, Nathan Brooks agreed to do a recorded statement, but only under the condition that it not be edited out of context. "I love Aurora. I care about her happiness and her independence. I'm not here to be famous. I'm not trying to replace her family. I just want to be part of her world, whatever that looks like." He added, "I respect her parents, but I also respect boundaries. If that's not enough, then maybe the problem isn't me." Fans were impressed by Nathan's composure and emotional intelligence. "He's already a better man than Kody," one viewer wrote. With Aurora stepping away from filming, Robyn at odds with Kody behind closed doors, and yet another wave of public criticism aimed at the family patriarch, it's clear that the center of the Brown family has shifted, possibly forever. Janelle is focused on her own property battles. Christine is building her life with David Woolley. Meri is in Utah, rebuilding her business and identity. Robyn, she's caught in the middle. Her loyalty to Kody finally clashing with her love for her children, and Kody, he's spiraling. angry, confused, and losing the respect of nearly everyone around him. The end of the golden child illusion. Kody's meltdown over Rora's boyfriend isn't just about one relationship. It's about control. It's about his fear of irrelevance. It's about a man who once had 4 wives, 18 children, and an empire of cameras, now reduced to rage, regret, and rejection. Rora, once seen as the obedient daughter, finally broke free. And in doing so, she may have exposed the final, fatal flaw in Kody Brown's crumbling kingdom. Sister wives scandal. Robyn Brown forbids Kody from returning property to Janelle and Meri. A battle over control, power, and betrayal. Battle over the Kody Pass property, once considered the foundation of the Brown family's future, has erupted into a full-blown war behind the scenes of Sister Wives Season 19. At the heart of the conflict is not Kody Brown, but rather his 4th wife, Robyn Brown, who has reportedly forbidden Kody from returning any portion of the property to his former wives, Janelle and Meri. What started as a hopeful dream of communal living has spiraled into chaos, with accusations of betrayal, greed, and manipulation flying across state lines and family group chats. Robyn's refusal to allow Kody to share the land she sees as hers has set off a chain reaction, forcing the Browns further apart than ever before. The Kody Pass dream turned nightmare back in Season 14 when the Brown family uprooted from Las Vegas and purchased the sprawling Kody Pass property in Flagstaff, Arizona. It was supposed to symbolize a fresh start. Each wife would have her own home on the land. The family would remain united with shared dinners, backyard gatherings, and a strong sense of purpose, but that dream never materialized. Christine left in Season 17. Meri became increasingly isolated. Janelle remained hopeful, at least for a while, and even parked an RV on the property as a bold sign of independence. But the building never began. Instead, the land sat untouched, a haunting symbol of everything the Brown family had promised and failed to deliver. Behind closed doors, sources now reveal that Robyn Brown was quietly consolidating control over the land, using legal loopholes and emotional manipulation to ensure her name and Kody's were the only ones with any true claim. Robyn draws a line in the dirt. An unaired scene leaked by a former production assistant. Robyn allegedly screamed at Kody behind closed doors after discovering he had been in talks with a lawyer about transferring portions of Kody Pass to both Meri and Janelle. "You are not giving those women anything," Robyn yelled, according to the source. "You want to hand our future over to people who left you? Who disrespected this family? Over my dead body." Kody, usually domineering and defiant, was reportedly subdued during the confrontation. She had him cornered, the source said. She reminded him about all the debt they took on to buy the Flagstaff house, the credit cards, the mortgage in her name. She said, "You want to give them land, fine, then give me a divorce too." The message was clear: either Robyn keeps the land or Kody loses everything. Janelle's rage boils over Janelle Brown, who has long been the most level-headed and practical member of the family, has officially had enough. In a recent on-camera segment from Season 19, she said, "I invested in that land. I gave up financial security for Kody's big dream. And now Robyn is trying to lock me out of what I helped pay for. No, that's not happening." Janelle has hired a real estate attorney and hinted that she may take legal action against both Kody and Robyn if the situation isn't resolved fairly. "They can't keep me off land I paid for," she said. "This isn't about emotions anymore, this is about justice." Fans flooded social media in support of her. Robyn doesn't owe WN the Brown family legacy. Janelle deserves that land more than anyone. Robyn is showing her true colors. Meri refuses to be silent. Meri, long known for her quiet suffering and emotional distance, is no longer holding back. In an emotional confessional, Meri declared, "I was here first. I was his first wife. I gave my life to this family, and now I'm being erased? If Robyn thinks I'll walk away quietly, she doesn't know me at all." Meri has started documenting everything: text messages, bank statements, property records, and says she's prepared to go public with the full truth if pushed. She's not fighting for the land, one insider close to Meri said. She's fighting for her dignity. Kody, torn between loyalty and fear. Kody's behavior throughout Season 19 has oscillated between erratic, pitiful, and defeated. While fans used to criticize his arrogance, he now appears broken, a man cornered by the consequences of his own manipulations. In one scene, he confesses to producers, "I want to do the right thing. I know Meri and Janelle deserve their share, but if I go against Robyn, I lose everything." He adds, "This family fell apart and now I'm the villain no matter what I do." But what viewers see as a cowardly cop-out, Kody believes is strategic damage control. According to a family source, Kody is trying to renegotiate the family's contracts with TLC to keep the show going. and he believes showing unity with Robyn is his only remaining bargaining chip. The children get involved with the most surprising development. The Brown children are taking sides and they're not with Robyn. Gabriel and Gwendolyn both made separate social media posts criticizing Robyn's control over the family's finances. One post from Gabriel read, "Robyn isn't the boss, she didn't build this family. She came in at the end and took over. That land belongs to all our moms, not just her." Gwendolyn went even further, posting, "Robyn acts like she's the savior of the family. She's not. She's the gatekeeper to Kody's wallet." Even Aurora and Dayton, Robyn's older children, have reportedly started to distance themselves from the conflict, with a source claiming they love their mom, but they see the tension. They're uncomfortable being part of something that's tearing the whole family apart. The secret document Robyn tried to hide in a dramatic twist. An anonymous email sent to several Sister Wives fan pages contained a scan of what appeared to be a revised deed filing from 2022. The document suggested that Robyn and Kody had legally consolidated several parcels of Coyote Pass under a new trust, one that excluded Meri and Janelle entirely. Legal experts reviewing the document say the trust prevents any division of the land without both Kody and Robyn's approval. It effectively gave Robyn veto power over any future decisions, one analyst said. "Fans went wild. She planned this. This is theft. So much for Sister Wives." More like land grab wife, Robyn has refused to comment on the document's authenticity. Sukanya Krishnan presses for truth during the season 19 tell-all taping. Host Sukanya Krishnan took the gloves off, facing Kody and Robyn on the couch. She asked bluntly, "Why are Meri and Janelle being denied what they were promised?" "Robyn, do you believe you deserve the land more than they do?" Robyn grew defensive. "I never said that. I just don't think it's smart to start giving away parts of the property when the family is already so fractured." But Sukanya didn't back down. "Isn't that your decision though? You and Kody seem to be the only ones benefiting here." The room fell silent. Kody shifted uncomfortably. Robyn glared. TLC's response and possible spin-off. Stilk executives are reportedly thrilled with the drama. One insider claims, "This is the most intense season we've ever had. The legal battles, the betrayal, the land." Viewers are obsessed. There are even rumors of multiple spin-offs in the works. Janelle rebuilds following Janelle's legal fight in her next chapter of independence. Meri moves on, focusing on Meri's new business ventures and spiritual growth. The Browns vs. Robyn, a courtroom-style reality series if lawsuits move forward, but fans are skeptical. One Reddit user wrote, "Greater than no spin-off can fix what Robyn and Kody destroyed. A family broken beyond repair." As season 19 draws to a close, the final scenes are bleak. Kody pacing alone through the empty Coyote Pass lots, muttering, "This was supposed to be paradise." Robyn sobbing in her oversized living room saying, "I didn't ask for this power. I just wanted peace." Janelle handing a legal document to her attorney. Meri boarding a flight to Utah, her last words, "I'm finally free." Power, property, and the end of plural marriage's battle for Coyote Pass isn't just about land. It's about betrayal. It's about promises broken. It's about a man who lost control and a woman who refused to share power. Robyn may have forbidden Kody from returning the property to Janelle and Meri, but in doing so, she may have destroyed the last shred of unity the Brown family had left. And now, the family that once preached love, faith, and togetherness stands divided by silence, legal threats, and acres of desert land that no one truly owns anymore.